Let's expand on a few of those psychology facts with more detailed examples and why they matter. The spotlight effect. What's happening? You think everyone's zooming in on your every move because your brain's wired to prioritize self-awareness. In reality, people are too caught up in their own lives to care much. In a 2000 study by Gilovich and Savitsky, participants wore embarrassing t-shirts, think Barry Manilow, and guessed how many people noticed. They overestimated by a huge margin. Actual observers barely registered it. You trip in public and assume everyone's laughing, but most didn't even see it. Why it matters. This can fuel social anxiety, but knowing it's an illusion might help you shrug off small slip-ups. The Zeigarnik effect. What's happening? Your brain hates loose ends. Unfinished tasks create mental tension, keeping them active in your memory until they're done. Bluma-Zeigarnik's 1927 experiment showed waiters remembered orders better before serving them than after. Once completed, the info faded fast. You can't stop thinking about a half-written email, but once you hit send, it's out of your head. Why it matters. Emotional contagion. What's happening? Humans are wired with mirror neurons that mimic what we see. Someone yawns, you yawn. They cry, your mood dips. It's subconscious and automatic. A 2014 Facebook study, controversial but telling, tweaked news feeds with positive or negative posts. Users' moods shifted to match without them knowing. Example, a friend's infectious laughter makes you giggle, even if you missed the joke. Your social circle shapes your emotional baseline. Pick your company wisely. The Dunning-Kruger effect. What's happening? Incompetence blinds you to your own limits. You need skill to recognize what skill looks like, so novices assume they're pros. Kruger and Dunning's 1999 study had people rate their humor, grammar, and logic skills. The worst performers wildly overestimated themselves. Experts were more modest. That tone-deaf karaoke singer who thinks they're a star, or the new coder who claims they're a genius after one tutorial. Why it matters. It explains overconfidence in debates or workplaces. Growth starts when you see your gaps. The mere exposure effect. What's happening? Repetition breeds comfort, then preference. Your brain likes the familiar because it feels safe and predictable. Robert Zionce's 1968 study showed people random shapes repeatedly. The more they saw one, the more they liked it, even with no explanation. A song you hated grows on you after a few plays. Or you warm up to a coworker just because you see them daily. Why it matters. Marketers use this with ads, and it hints why we cling to routines or resist change. These dive into the mechanics of the mind, how it tricks us, helps us, or just keeps us hooked. Want even more depth on one or a different fact unpacked?